Hello. So this is a little bit different. I've never think that I can't think of this happening before, but yesterday I received like a channeling kind of download. It just came through. It was more like a channeling while I was driving, and I have had like all these things shown to me. I didn't really understand what any of them meant, and then it just kind of all came together yesterday. So what came through was meant to be shared. This is for everybody, and it is this: I am power. It's this: I am the power the world wishes to absorb. I am pure love. Anything that is not pure love is merely a distortion of resentment and fear. And as I realize these fears are merely obstacles and illusions, and as I realize these resentments are merely opportunities to heal, I will reflect more love into the world. Um, I started seeing the number 22 a little over a week ago. But I mean, I see it a lot, but I started seeing it like where it was extremely repetitious, and it was obvious that it was being shown to me because it was just like, rapid fire 22s. So, and then I was asking, what is this? Give me something on the 22. What are you trying to show me about 22? And probably within about a half an hour, maybe a little bit less, this car that was following me. I mean, it wasn't following me. It was just behind me for like 15 miles, and then it wanted to get around me. So I let it around me and asked after I let the car around me, this is what it was. And the license plate says Halo 22. That looks like it's going to show up backwards. But the license plate says Halo 22. And so I pondered on that, what that could mean. Obviously, a halo is an angel. Maybe there's multiple meanings, but I looked it up, and it's 22 degrees, and it's where, if anyone, probably a lot of people know this, I didn't know this, it's where there's a halo around the sun, and it's at 22 degrees. And what's interesting about that is I was watching Tanya Gabrielle. I'll link this in the lower here. I was watching Tanya Gabrielle this morning, and she's talking about Pluto going direct. And I'm not going to get into everything she said because you can just watch her video. But things are happening at 22 degrees, and the shift that's going to occur because of this. And so basically, we are, and then I got more information. I actually had a friend call me, and the friend was talking to me about a couple of different timelines. And so I started internalizing that, and I saw two timelines. There's obviously there's more than two timelines here, but the thing that's important to understand is that at any given time, we are all on different timelines. That's why things are so crazy and weird and confusing. If you just look at the political spectrum, and I'm not getting into political stuff or my belief system on it, but I'll just tell you this. If you look at the political spectrum and how divided it is, and you see that this political party or these political, the people in one political belief system are arguing with the people in another political belief system, and this political belief system is saying, why can't you see that this is true and that this one's doing the same thing? Because the belief system creates the reality. So that is their truth, okay? And they are being what is expressed to them in their life, what is being shown to them is the things they need to work on. And there's a lot of fear being cleared here, okay? And so you can't tell somebody their truth is wrong. That's a perfect example of how people are in different timelines, okay? So as you kind of go out of duality and back up from it, you can see the truth in everything, and you can see what is the unreal in everything also, all at the same time. And you can also go into it kind of, I was going to start getting into fractals, but I won't get into that. So anyway, I was shown two of the timelines, okay? And this is the two timelines. One of them was absolute pure mayhem, okay? Pure mayhem. The other timeline was tense, okay? It wasn't pure mayhem. It was the lead up to that pure mayhem. But that timeline, didn't continue. And when I say pure mayhem, I was getting a timeline very like Civil War-ish, very dark, very violent. Um, and the tensity, the other timeline, the tensity is kind of like this, but a little bit more tense. I mean, when you look at the fact that there's fires all over California and Oregon, and there's some in Washington, there was a lot of fires in Arizona this year. You look at how hot it is. I mean, here it is October and it's going to be like 100 degrees where I'm at. So, um, I had this happen in rapid succession this week with all the information that I got. And I never really share all these things with everybody, but I was told this morning that I needed to do this video. And the reason is because what they told me is to go ahead and take that original channeling that I read, and I'll write it in the thing in the description below, and to repeat it, and then to begin to forgive. Just start forgiving everybody that you're upset with. Forgive yourself, forgive the other person, and begin to exude light and love out into the planet. You can't really, it's difficult to send a lot of high vibration love and light when you're holding on to resentments. And so you need to forgive those people. You need to not just forgive those people, you need to forgive situations. You need to forgive institutions. Any ideas you need to forgive, things that are causing you this negative vibration. And I really hope that if you watch this, I hope you do it, because the planet needs a healing, and it takes a lot of people. There's basically the other thing they showed me, and this is like pretty much common knowledge. If you're watching this, you probably already know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. There's certain people on this planet here anchoring in this love. There's certain people on this planet that are here to support the people going nuts, the people that are about to lose their mind. There's going to be a massive paradigm shift. A lot of people's realities are going to shatter, okay? And I can only tell you, I've known this has been coming up because my entire life, since I was born, I never believed a narrative. I never believed it because I smelled bullshit from the time I was 2, okay? And when people would bullshit me, I could smell it, and I knew that it wasn't real. And I've been that way my whole life. And I've watched a lot of people throughout my whole life be deceived and have a version of reality that I didn't think was real. And I saw how throughout my life, how that reality was their reality, was what they were supposed to be seeing, what was they were supposed to be working on, and that's why perception and people's, you can, two people can see the same thing and have a completely different perception on it, because that's what the universe is showing them so that they can work on that. And that's why we repeat all these cycles, and we have, cycles and situations that are constantly being repeated to us because we haven't figured it out yet. That's why it keeps popping up. We could recreate the same parallel relationships with people, the same dynamics with people, and we ask ourselves, why does this keep happening? It's because we haven't figured out yet that the answer is within. We have to heal within, and we have to go into the moment and be the observer. So I've talked about a lot of that stuff. I really don't want to get into any more. I didn't have a main talk planned. It just came up this morning, and I was asked to give them the nudge to do this video. So I hope everybody has a great day.